Oh my god, dude. This is sad. Like I said, how old are you? Oh my god. You see, now I understand why I go out to the shed to get high. This is sad. This is why I do that. I get it now. At first I was like, why? And now I gave myself the reason why. Holy fuck.
Oh boy.
God, Jeremiah, you make me question life every fucking day. Like, literally when I, like, just drive near your house, I questioned it.
Oh, damn.
It was at that point in time he realized.
No, it's been that point of time, but I was just too blinded and, I guess, retarded to see it till this point.
Dude, these people have been seeing it for the last 2 years. Why haven't you?
Because they don't know you in real life. Like, physically. Like, met you in person.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, I good luck. I know.
They wish you luck.
Dear God.
I'm married with 2 kids. There ain't no way fuck I'm going to California.
Oh, no. Juliet's coming out here to pick us up to bring us to Texas.
It's like, do you want to have a man-child? There he is.
I'm a weeb. Why do you like the most weirdest smile in your face? I'm scared. I'm not gonna.
Because this is like retarded.
Well, you didn't know this before.
Great, I became Sean now.
Oh,
fuck.
No, you're not that. Don't put yourself down that much, man.
No. It's like, what the fuck happened to me?
Sean was the definition of I'm useless.
Oh, I know.
Oh, he still is.
At least I still.
He's asking for money on Facebook, saying, "Hey guys, can you put $3,000 on my car? I'll pay you back."
What a retard.
No joke, Kelton. You know Sean, right? He literally put on Facebook, "If anyone can help me $3,000 down payment, I'll pay them back."
With hand jobs.
Because my credit's not that good. Literally, that's... No. He probably would, though.
Hand job, but yeah.
That's a lot of hand jobs you have to get for $3,000. But no, he asked everybody, like, for the fucking money, dude. Like, no one responded. And one person said, "How about you get a fucking job or employment?" He's like, "No, I can't do that. I need it in a week." He said, like, "Good luck."
He, like, fires back at you.
It's funny. Because then, like, I went with him to go get a fucking car, and I'm, like, seeing myself, it's a waste of my time. We went to every fucking dealership. He's like, well, can I get this for this? No. Your credit sucks dick. You have to pay $4,000 down.
What a retard.
And he says, but there's any way they're not gonna work with you. You have bad credit.
Dude, I told him how to get a fucking car, but he's too fucking stupid.
And he tries to haggle with the guy. I'm like, you can't haggle with the guy. It's the bank that wants the money, not him.
Yeah, dude.
He calls the bank. He said, "Can you give me a..." I forgot what he said, but it sounded stupid.
Something loan.
Yeah, he tried to take a $10,000 loan. They denied him for even a $500 loan.
Yeah, because he pulled that shit so many fucking times.
Okay, when he was living here, Glory, he literally opened like 50 different fucking credit card accounts. He got layaway on shit, never paid it back. He got repoed like 3 times.
What a retard.
He is. He's like, "I'm gonna get this credit card to pay off this credit card." Oh boy, you're one of those?
Yeah, he is. What a fucking
He's
idiot.
a male Karen.
Yep.
I tell you what, you go to the store, you buy the payday, you give it to him and tell him to suck on these nuts.
Yeah,
because it seems like the only payday he gonna get.
Yeah, dude, like, he was late to work for 3 days in a row, and he was fired. The first 3 days of the job, too, by the way, and he lives like 20 minutes away. He wakes up 30 minutes before, takes a 30-minute shower, and gets there 30 minutes late. God. And on top of that, he's like, "Oh yeah, I have to go to the bathroom at work." They fired him because he was 40 minutes in the bathroom.
What the fuck
that was the final straw. Yeah.
What the fuck was he rubbing one out?
I don't know.
Maybe he might as well be.
And I'm like thinking, how do you get fired that fast? And you're late every fucking day when you're 20 minutes away from work, and you don't leave till you're 20 minutes late. He says, well, I gotta be clean. Well, sometimes you just gotta smell a little or put some cologne on because you're gonna get fired. He's like, I can't do that. I have to smell great. For what?
What's the nice of Jeremiah?
Huh?
Do you know why so many Jews died?
How? Why?
Because they hadn't seen Kyle.
I haven't seen Kyle.
Yeah, okay. Dude, we know that since fucking middle school.
I know.
Oh, remember when I first found out of the word pussy?
Okay, so in middle school, he called me a pussy, and he didn't know what that meant. So he fucking kept calling me that, and the teacher told me to stop.
All
he's
the
like,
teachers.
yeah, he's like, boy, he is. What is? Do you know what that is, Kai? They're like, I don't fucking know.
But he is. See, look, I've been calling you a pussy even before I even knew what it meant.
I know, when he kept saying it, he got more and more in trouble for me. Because, but he is. I don't know what it is, but he is.
Do you know what? Do you know what all Jewish men get circumcised?
Why?
Why?
Because they know them Jewish ladies love that 15% off.
Oh man.
How many Jews can you fit in your car?
A lot if they're fucking burned.
I don't know. How big's your ashtray?
Oh. Well, Jeremiah was kind of like close to it.
Dude, okay, so me and Kai had this idea.
Dude, tell him about the fucking shed. Remember when I heard that tapping?
How many
Okay.
dead people? How many dead people does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
Well, obviously more than 6 because my basement is still dark.
Hey, so me and Kai have been experiencing weird shit, and I know you were talking about this earlier. So he's in the shed, he was getting high and shit like that, and he said he was sitting there, and they kept hearing tapping right next to his ear.
No, I only heard tapping, but only twice. But it was like, you know, like
kind of like, you know, like someone taps someone awake, but it's on the shed.
kind of like. But it was like near my, like, okay, so I was passing out, like I was almost dead asleep.
And the dogs were nowhere near the shed.
No, Kucha was next to me,
Yeah.
and Inky is sleeping by the fence. So I was sleeping, and then next I know it, I heard like 2 faint, like almost like faint taps.
Like fingernails, right?
No, like just a tap, like, you know, like tapping on like sheet metal, and like it was literally the spot where my ear is. Remember, this is a shed, so it could have been tapped anywhere, but it literally tapped right by my ear. I woke up from a dead asleep, and then I looked around because I'm like, okay, maybe Inky's by the shed, and then it wasn't. I don't know if it was the wind because I didn't feel any wind, but there was a tarp. It kind of like almost like moved, but I wasn't sure.
There was
like
no wind. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, like I looked around. There wasn't a living soul. Inky's like literally by the fence sleeping. So I literally came in here and I told Jeremiah, and I'm like, dude, something fucking weird happened.
Another thing is that a couple weeks ago, I was like on my bed, right, half asleep. I look up, I see what it looked like Inky, but I knew it couldn't have been inside. So I look up, Inky looks at me like around the corner, but I don't think a dog's neck can bend that naturally. Walks away. So I look over there and see if Inky's in the house. No, she's outside on the other side of the fucking yard, just sleeping. Doors closed and everything. I swear to fucking God I saw that.
Jeez.
I'd be worried about that, buddy.
That sounds like it's impersonating things, like a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why do you say doppelganger?
Because it's a doppelganger spirit that impersonates things that you see every day.
Dude, I literally been thinking about doppelgangers like for the last like 2 days.
Oh no.
Like I was thinking about like different like versions, different like
and
realities.
And he kept saying that Inky's kind of like seems like she's possessed.
No, I'm saying like Inky almost looks like she's fucking dead.
And like someone's walking in her skin. Oh god, don't fucking say that.
Oh.
Don't fucking say that. That will freak me out.
Dude, I don't even like looking at fucking Inky anymore.
Look, her eyes kind of look.
Dude, there's always flies all over her.
Oh
like
shit!
Stick
Hold
on her butt.
Okay, that's another thing. Vig, is that she's the only dog I've ever seen that flies just non-stop come at her, non-stop.
Yeah.
Like a fucking plague. And her eyes just look like they're kind of like almost cataracted.
What kind of dog is she?
Black Lab.
Yeah.
And there's no way that after
and she always walks with a fucking limp.
And she always walks like there's something wrong with her leg, but nobody complains about it. And I don't know what the fuck to do. It creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't necessarily kill it if it is, because, you know, people will get the wrong fucking idea. You know. And they'll fucking arrest me.
Yep.
Yeah.
But there's something wrong with that dog.
I know, dude. This dog is starting to, like, creep me out.
Here's a test for you.
Yeah?
Do you have access to White Sage?
At
no.
the moment, my ex-wife would always...
Yeah. Her stepsister. But you know what? Cujo and Inky don't really
get along.
Are like together. Like Cujo always chills with me in the shed,
Cujo
while Inky's like on the other side of the yard. Yeah. You know, like by that fence.
Yeah, no matter what, she always insists on going to the side of the yard, no matter what.
She kept us out, like up till like 3 a.m.
4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to go to the side of the house.
Because I had it fenced off because I was trying to build that shed.
And without fail, if you block that side of the house, she won't shut up till you get over.
And the thing is, she didn't even sleep in the shed. She was sleeping by the fucking fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ever since Jay left, stuff has escalated.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'd always feel like something's peering over my fucking shoulder and paranoid at night. And that shadow that was above my fucking... There was a shadow there. For fucking... Like, you know, kind of like a hand, 5 long things.
Like I said, get you some White Sage.
Okay. Saves the fuck out of this place, Kyle. What do you know think of me with?
Yes.
But...
And definitely sage around your dog.
There's something wrong with her. Yeah. Okay, Kai, we need to find some sage.
Wait.
You can find it at like herbal shops.
Okay.
I got a big old fucking stick of it.
Hey, Glory, is there a way we can find some of that on the way to Texas and bring it back?
Now, you gotta be careful. You got...
Wait.
White sage.
You gotta be careful, because desert sage, people will say it's white sage, but it's not.
Okay.
Desert sage, it's thin, it's twiggy looking. White sage is leafy, it's fucking full.
The ones that like ward off evil.
No, that's peyote. That's you're thinking of peyote.
Oh yeah, like in Catholic Church.
Yeah.
During Ash Wednesday.
Well, that's actually something else.
Oh, never mind.
White sage is used by Native Americans to purify the spirit or an area or what have you. People in the Wicca. I got a small bundle of white sage myself. Just a bundle of sage.
But you know what I also been noticing that my mind's been thinking a lot more about are like artifacts and like just like more like traditional like older stuff. Like I'm starting to like, you know, pay more attention to, you know, just some weird shit, and I don't even understand. But I
And
constantly keep thinking about it.
over the last week, my my right leg, I've been limping a lot. I can't fucking move it properly. I can't even run. And I don't know how it would happen. At all.
I lost my appetite, but I'm able to like still work with like full strength even though my arms are killing me.
And like I called the doctor. He said I don't know what would have caused your leg because the problems with your back. And yes, it could shoot down your leg, but you just feel pain. You wouldn't not be able to fucking run. Oh, perfect. But anyways, like I said, like a couple months ago too, I woke up with scratch marks on my back, and my ex-wife now said, "Oh, there's nothing to worry about. That's just like that's probably a dog." I said, "Oh no, that wasn't the fucking."
Let me guess. Let me guess. They were about 2 apart, evenly spaced, even length,
Yes.
and a set of 3.
I remember at my old apartment, and this is probably also one of the reasons why I wanted to leave too, even though my tools got stolen. But I remember I woke up one one night, and then I noticed like bruises. But the thing is, it wasn't like from any like concert. Like I don't know, I had like a bruise I think on my back, like kind of like near my like lower back. I can't remember. It happened months ago. What does that mean? Or is that just probably something else? I don't even know.
Probably simple bruising, depending on what you hit it off of.
Uh,
I've
Easy
experienced
bruises.
phantom pain too.
yeah.
Phantom pain syndrome happens when, like, if you lose a finger. And your
That's
finger's
kind of like what it is,
constantly
but haven't lost a figure. It's like my arm will feel like it's on fire at one point, but there's nothing wrong with it. And it
Oh,
stops.
dude. Well,
Like
actually,
literally, it felt like I needed to douse it in water for like a good 2 minutes, and it stopped. And I was like, it literally felt like my arm was on fire, but there was nothing wrong with it.
No, it could be stress. Stress is known to cause adverse.
yeah,
effects.
that's why I was ruling out. Like, my whole body feels constantly warm, but I know that's not paranormal. I mean, I do garage doors and service all the time, so I know that's why my body feels a certain way. But yeah,
I've researched everything that Ed and Lorraine Warren has done. I've read every book that Ed had.
so what do you think that we have? I mean, do we have something?
That's why I want
and/or
you to burn some white sage.
Yeah.
But if Jeremiah's had 3 equal length scratches,
It's demon.
about 2 inches apart or so, that's the sign of a demonic presence that does not like him. Yes, burn the sage. Don't smoke it. I know it smells like pot, but don't smoke it. You'll fucking...
Damn it.
It's
But
not
yeah.
peyote.
I had a dream of that fucking night in the basement again a couple days ago.
I'm telling you that there's something in your house that you need to get rid of.
Yeah. Hey Kai, look up where you can find sage, white sage specifically.
You can probably get some off eBay or something.
True,
Yeah.
see Amazon.
Wait, will it be special if I get someone that kind of cares about me, but not in a romantic way? I don't know. I like this one girl. I think she likes me, but what happens if I get her to send me some white sage?
Oh, she loves that shit, right?
Well, I think, she gave me.
You making a pagan?
I don't know.
She
She
made this
gave me.
necklace, right?
Yeah, she made me a few necklaces, but I feel like energy from them.
Call her and see if she can mill us some sage.
Send me a picture of the necklaces.
All right.
Well, if you can. My phone's kind of dead right now. If there's any way to actually send them through PlayStation, that would be great.
Oh yeah, add me.
Yeah.
What's your gamer tag?
Ghostly nub. Send it to
Ghostly
him
nub.
for the party.
Yeah. Wait.
You
I
can do it for the
can't.
party. Press it. Press hold on the PlayStation button.
No, I'm from my phone.
You can do it right here and Adam right now.
Oh.
Hold
Oh
it down.
yeah.
Go to the party.
I know how it works.
Very bottom. There you go. Add, yeah.
Hold on.
Because I actually visited a little novelty shop that sold white sage, desert sage.
If
had
Old World was
grinding
open, I would have grabbed
bowls,
some from there, but they're not open right now.
and I got me some damn good dragon blood incense.
Because there's actually a Wiccan shop at Old World down the street, but they're closed because of Corona.
Yeah,
Probably carry all the stuff I need.
they do.
Same, they're closed.
Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to find the two that I normally wear.
Hey, come and take a shower though, because I fucking smell. You can continue talking to them. I was only like 10 minutes max.
But like, it's weird because I think my luck also got like kind of like neutral. Like I have bad things happen to me, but then it's always something good that might benefit me, that might be better. I don't know. I think that's just how I see it. But hold on, I'm trying to find at least one of the first pictures I had of the necklace. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm fishing and I can't get nothing to fucking bite.
Ah.
I just gotta find that magical fucking bait. There we go.
Here's the one that I currently was wearing, but I just gotta get a new necklace. But the one under it was the one that I've been wearing for like almost like a whole month till it broke. Well, they're just random necklaces that I picked out from my friend. She makes like crystals, so like
Yeah.
crystal necklaces. So I picked those out of randomly.
That's a Wiccan trade. Stone necklaces like that. As far as necklaces, I would definitely go with something like pewter, or maybe onyx, rose quartz, smoky quartz. All of them be good. All of them would be good.
All right.
For protection. But the white sage is a spiritual purification that Wiccans and Indians use to purify the air. The funny thing is, my wife claims left and right that I am Wiccan, but I won't accept it. No, it's not that I can't accept it. It's the fact that, you have to have balance in your worship. So if I worship one, I have to worship the complete opposite. Here's the problem with that.
What?
My worship would be of Saint Michael.
Oh. the one that uh helps you have a safe journey?
No, Saint Michael is the demon slayer. He was the one that physically casted Lucifer out of heaven.
Oh. Sorry, it's been a while since I searched up. Sorry, Ben. I'm
Well,
Catholic, so I
well,
was in religious studies for a short while.
well, here's where the fun begins. If you worship one, you have to worship its complete opposite. Who would be Saint Michael's complete opposite, other than none other than the one that he cast out. I'm not
Hmm.
worshiping Lucifer.
Azazel?
No, Lucifer.
Oh.
Satan and Lucifer are actually two different beings.
Oh, I know that. Because
But
Lucifer was
Lucifer,
a fallen
Lucifer's the
angel.
fallen. Yeah, Lucifer was the fallen angel.
How about this one person that I actually looked up? His name is Azazel.
Yeah, he can go. He can go fucking suck a dick for all I care.
Uh,
That's an evil sumbitch right there.
huh. Because I don't know. I keep on hearing his name, and I don't know if it's weird because I've been having kind of like every time when I go in that shed, I keep on hearing. Well, not hearing, but I keep having the thoughts of what's his name. So I'm just trying to think why I keep on having that same thought. Like sometimes when I'm out there. Like, how about you, Jeremiah? I don't even know anymore. What?
Suck my fucking dick. And you really do have to watch how you say their name.
Oh, did I?
No, I'm
Oh,
just warning you. Anytime you mention the moment you say their name, it's a provocation to that exact being.
oh,
And whatever you do, don't challenge and say their name at the same time, because that's not going to end well for you.
all right. I doubt Jeremiah uh does anything like that.
Now, provocation of the demonic, I do not condone in, because so many things can go wrong.
Like what?
Uh, Forced demonic possession, for one.
Hmm. Sorry, I'm thinking about Inky, but like, can it possess like things around it? If it's
Oh
like,
well, animals are twice as susceptible as humans are.
oh, okay.
I mean, human yourself, take the crucifix. If you know you have a blessed crucifix in your possession, I can approach the dog with it and see how she reacts.
All right. Damn. Well, I doubt we have one unless Jeremiah might know where one's at. I'm trying to think because when Cujo does bark at me when I'm trying to enter through the fence, it's always when Inky is nearby. But I'm trying to think. But I'm trying to think of times where Inky wasn't on that side and where Cujo. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, cause God, every time when I look at Inky, it's just like I could tolerate her, like by looking at her, but when I see her face, I get like freaked out a bit. Like it's just like her eyes, like like it looks like she's blind, but she's not. But I can't explain it. I might have to take a picture of the dog.
Yeah, well, you have to take a picture without the flash, or else all I'm going to see is green eyes.
Yeah. All right. Huh. That is weird. And I shit you not. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna tell Jeremiah when he gets out. But I walked outside there trying to look for Inky, and the next I know it, the gate was open, and I caught her literally trying to walk out. And I'm like, dude, nobody, dude. No, no, no. The thing is, like, sometimes I do use that gate, but I always remember to close it because you have to make sure the hatch is on. It's weird because the moment I freaking literally turned the corner and watched her, I literally saw her slowly walking, and it's like if that gate has been open ever since I came back in here, you know, she should have been gone half an hour ago. Like I don't know, that was kind of weird. Like I literally just caught her just about to walk through, and I'm like, are you kidding me? But, huh? I took pictures of her though. Oh, here's a better one. And then after I finished taking pictures, she was looking at me here.
How old is she?
I don't really know.
Well, she's got some gray around her mouth. I was wondering how old she was.
She's old.
Yes, it
I think
says she
she's.
could have cataracts,
Oh,
or a form of, or some form of illness that dogs her age get.
I mean, I know she's old, but I don't know. It's just sometimes when I look at her, I just get a weird. It's like I feel sorry for it because she's old and that I can see that she's in pain, but I don't know. Sometimes like she kind of scares me, but like I mean I don't know. Like sometimes looking at her like in the dark, I can't tell if it's just my surroundings that are probably giving me a weird vibe, but I don't know. Yeah, dude, Jeremiah. Uh, so I wanted to take pictures of Inky. Oh, and also, do you know how old she is?
15.
She's 15.
Old as fuck.
Yeah. But dude, Jeremiah, I shit you not. So, I freaking, you know how long okay, so the gate was left open. I closed it before I got high. I literally walked outside to take pictures of Inky just now, like probably like 5 minutes before you know, came here. And I was lucky. I saw Inky slowly gonna uh, go. Like she was trying to walk away through the gate because the gate was left open. But dude, I know I closed that gate. I wanted to see if maybe Catherine or your mom opened it, but everyone's freaking asleep. Like, has that happened before?
Times I know I closed the gate, secured it, everything, and she's just out. Just out. I don't know how.
Huh.
I need to set up cameras.
Yeah, cause that is fucking weird, dude.
The dog's a freak. Someone was born for it. At first she was fine. And now she's freaking me out. One of the main things that freak me out nowadays.
But yeah, see, I took a picture of her.
Looks weird to me. For some reason, She's always creeping around.
Yeah.
Always with the...
Dude, she's so fucking quiet too.
Always. She's creepy. She's unnatural. Like the way she just fucking stares at you.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking looks at you like your fucking soul does dead eyes. Fucking dead eyes. Fucking creepy. You just say once to cause bullshit.
What?
I'm watching the fucking subtitles.
Something else I don't condone in, and I know one of you two is thinking about it.
What?
Use a Ouija board.
Oh, I know, never to touch that shit.
I know not to touch it because an idiot friend brought a Ouija board when we were in high school onto the Queen Mary, and
Oh, you're just asking for trouble.
basically during that same night, even though it was happening during the same time as Halloween, like in October,
That's the worst time to do it, Ty.
what happened was lights literally turned off, and then you know, like it was kind of like a it was weird because the power on the ship went out. Like I think it was half of the ship, and basically we had to evacuate from a maze that we were in. We were on the lower part deck, so later in the night we ran into people that happened to be on the upper deck, and they took a picture of this weird mist-looking thing. I was like on their digital camera, so I asked them if I could take a picture of it, and it was fucking weird. So, you know, I believe it was because we told these people that our friend brought a Ouija board, and they just got really pissed off at us, and we were like, hey, it wasn't us, it was our friend, so that's why I don't want to fuck with evil spirits with one.
Well, one thing you gotta know is how to, safeguard.
Mhm.
The other thing you gotta know is when you're addressing spirits, you address them by name. If you know somebody resides there, if you know somebody who's passed on, everybody has to focus on that name.
I don't know any people's names here.
If there's a relative you feel that was really close to you, you have to address them directly. You can't just assume randomly that there's a spirit near you, because that just, you're asking for trouble.
Could it be something that we know that couldn't be haunting us? That's probably, I mean, I don't know. Like,
well, chances are, if you get to playing around with it and you ask it any questions directly to, what's going on, you may not like the answers.
Huh. Because, I mean, Jeremiah. Have you noticed anything? Damn it, I don't want to sound like a creep or bringing up anything, but when your grandfather was alive, what was the things that he liked around the house? Has any of it recently appeared? Like that, part of your grandpa that, even though he's... Like, has there been recent memories or feelings of your grandpa that sprouted up any time recently in the last, probably since 2016?
Don't think I found anything of his.
No, I meant like, was there any like times where you felt like he was there or felt a memory of him?
Not really like that, no.
Okay, I guess. Is there any name that you know of that used to be part of this house that you no longer, that's no longer here? I mean, the only person I could think is your grandpa, but yeah. And do you want to put on the headphones?
Not that I can think of. I didn't really discuss him that much, only when Mom discusses it, like when, someone calls and says, hey, is he there? No, he's not here right now, that's all we say. That's it. Nothing else I can think of.
Well, we're trying to think of, like, who here has passed that has a name, That's why.
In this house? No. No. Uncle Makoto died, but he wasn't part of this household here.
Do you know any?
I don't think it has anything especially to do with the family itself. Something is attached to one of them dolls.
I know that there's something wrong with those dolls, but there's nothing I can do to get rid of them without, like, the public come back if that's the case.
No, normally if it stays attached to a doll, and it's.
I'm talking about the doll might come back.
Oh no.
That's happened for people. Oh, I will say this. When I was first dating my ex-wife, we were in her grandma's house. Now, grandma's house was super fucking haunted. We're talking about the whole top floor is full of these dolls. Whole, like porcelain. And Jade would say that they always move. They'd always talk. I personally saw this. I was at the bottom floor. I looked up, there's a doll looking at me. So I thought, okay, maybe there's someone playing with the dolls. Fuck no. The doll looked at me, waved, walked the fuck back. Walked the fuck back in the room. I told Jade I'm never going up there. I don't care how much people try to get me up there. I'm never going up in that room again.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Doll literally walked out, waved to me, and walked back in.
Hey, Jeremiah. I'm just gonna ask you this personally. Well, also, like, to the party, too, but have you and Jade did anything that you weren't supposed to that
Like
result into, like, trying to summon anything, like...
No.
Or has there any bit... Was there
Jade,
an
maybe?
event... Is there an event that you two experienced that happened to...
Yes, there was one event that happened.
Hold on. What?
I gotta point this out. Jeremiah, do you remember when your ex-wife went over to her friend's house and smudged it?
She said that something was, like, possessing her friend.
I think it jumped ship and followed her.
Probably gonna jump ship again and following me. Probably.
But, wait, can you...
There is no probably to it. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing, there's always been stuff before that. 8 years ago, we were sitting in my room, and we were playing a PC game, and I turned my PC off. I look in the screen. Directly behind us, there's this black figure, like pure black, just figure of a man just standing over us, looking at us. And then we looked back, it was gone. And then I turned, and my computer stopped functioning after that.
Alright. Was that the only time that you experienced with Jade?
With Jade, yeah, that's it. But before then and during when she was gone, I experienced so much shit. But like none of it was this serious.
Wait, were you with us on that suicide bridge?
Yeah.
When I took those pictures?
Yes.
Dude, I don't even have those pictures anymore, but remember of that...
I know, you said they just disappeared.
Wait, hold on.
We took a picture on this bridge that's abandoned in the middle of a city. And we saw what looked like a humanoid figure and a bunch of, like, faces behind it.
Or no, inside it, I think.
Inside of it.
It's Legion.
What? Legion?
His name is Legion.
Oh.
He is mini.
Oh.
He has no name but Legion. He's he's the demon of many.
Kind of like the Ghost Rider thingy.
Alright.
Yes.
Do you think he only stays in that one spot, or does he?
I mean, there's
Well, of course,
spottings of him all over the city.
Alright.
The county even. Like, I've heard of things like that. There's pictures like that all over the place. And that bridge has been known to have, like, hearing Native American music, people shouting. There have been things like drums. That whole bridge has been full of activity for decades.
He's going to stay where there's the most activity, and let's face it, you know, anywhere there's a suicide, that's just another soul taken straight to hell.
There's so many people that have died on that bridge. Hung themselves, threw themselves off, double suicides, and that bridge has about, if I read correctly, 25 suicides in the last 7
do you
years.
think a spirit from that bridge could have followed us that night?
Unlikely, but
No, they'd be when you commit suicide. It is said
I'm kind of
that
stuck
you
there.
will, yeah, you will be in a repetitive state of hell, which means you will, in the worst possible punishment for a suicider, is to relive the moment of their death over and over and over.
You know what's weird? I feel like I'm going through that, but not like death-wise, but more like intense, like, pain. Like, mentally, though. Like, I just been feeling like, because I've been doing a lot of things that I used to do, but I've been doing a lot of things that I used to do in a certain time, like in 2016. Because the stuff that's been happening to me recently that's been good keeps bringing me back to that certain year, and I don't know what that means. Like, I keep on thinking of how I used to act in 2016. I would remember how I used to feel, my depression, the breakup that I got past, finally got past. And I don't know if it's a thing, but I just been feeling a lot of emotions that I experienced from that specific year. I don't know if that mean anything.
No, I think that's just
Some coincidence.
like a past regression. Your brain always returns to the most effective part in your life to more or less precondition you to say, like, you're not going to do this shit again.
That does make sense. Because I actually was thinking about that a little bit, but not in that description though, in that term.
Yeah, it's like a regression for your mind to, that traumatic point in your life that you don't want to go back to, and it's a constant reminder, what you went through.
I just feel like I'm already dead, and that why I haven't been able to feel happy for a long time, and I'm overworking, and I've been stressed out a lot, but I keep on telling me, but that's life. Oh, I always play that REM song.
Which reminds me. Which reminds me.
Yeah?
Which reminds me.
Yes?
You know that little voice recorder that's on your phone?
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, you can use that as a digital recorder, right?
As like a soul,
like EVP?
Yes.
It's something box, yeah.
No, the one, no, they're fake. The ones on your phone are fake. I have tested each and every one. All the supposed EMF detectors, the spirit boxes, they're all fake.
You know what I used to do? Jeremiah pointed this out to me before, but I used to record videos and I was playing YouTube in the background, and you were able to hear some of me like, like sometimes talk. But I found an easier way online. I mean, sorry, with my Galaxy phone where I could just record the screen, even my camera, without having to press
Then you can use
record.
the phone. You can use video recording from your phone. You can use your voice recorder to do EVP.
I
Take
wonder if
advantage of that.
My grandpa's brother was in World War II. Um, he told me when I was younger. He says he doesn't tell me people's stories about like the more darker things that happened during the war.
Oh
Like
yeah, my grandfather.
the Nazi
I,
experiments, the paranormal. He ran into some of those like people, and he
my
said, yeah,
grandfather wouldn't talk about jack shit about his time during the war.
he said
He
that he
wouldn't.
fought the paranormal division, and they saw some shit that was not right.
Yeah,
He didn't tell me what
that,
it
that
was, but he said they saw some
that's
shit.
one thing. That's one thing I will admit to this day. There is something that has been pulled over everyone's eyes. What it is exactly, I don't quite know. Or I'm not even entirely sure how to explain it. But something in this world is just going complete batshit crazy.
I kind of understand because I'm starting to see a lot of things that the same people keep on doing and
He
repeating.
told me that whatever he
It's like I said,
saw,
Jeremiah.
uh,
Jeremiah, you remember when I told you about the Masonic Brotherhood
yes,
and how George W. Bush was part of the one that supposedly worshipped Satan?
yes,
Do you remember the face that was caught in the smoke?
yes, I heard about that. Yeah,
Kind of a coincidence, don't you think?
I don't really believe in coincidences.
Wait, what do you mean caught in the face caught in the smoke? Jeremiah.
There was a face in the smoke that supposedly looked like the devil.
Huh. Wait.
But, but coincidentally so, my grandfather was part of the Masonic Brotherhood. He was inducted back in the early 70s um, after he found a Templar sword, a Templar dagger, and an initiation cup within the walls of the house he was rebuilding. They seen that as a sign and great honor, so they inducted him into the Masonic Brotherhood. Well, after my grandfather died, I decided, let's take a look at what the Masonic Brotherhood is, because I didn't even know he was part of it. Well, I found out that back in the 14th, 15th century, there was a betrayal within their ranks, and those people that betrayed created kind of like a counterpart to the Masonic Brotherhood. I mean, they were still the Masonic Brotherhood, but there was
Something that would have protected them against it if it
but
did come out after them.
well, let me finish. This other Masonic Brotherhood started worshiping the devil. Did you ever notice during George W. Bush's speeches how he'd come out and he would erect his hand in the sign of the beast?
Hillary, I can't remember. George Bush was kind of like before my time a bit.
Bit?
Well, dude,
No, he was
Jeremiah.
Oh
before.
yeah, George Bush.
He was before Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me and Jeremiah, like Barack Obama took like 8 years of our beginning of our
I
lives.
remember he used to do this weird sign with his hand.
But he would, pose the number of the horned beast, or
Hmm.
Oh
pose his hand
yeah,
in the horned beast. That was the Masonic gesture that they had created. And it's kind of funny how the World Trade Centers were in fact erected by the Masonic Brotherhood. It kind of it kind of depicts the two towers, well, the two pillars that they believe is in fact the downfall of man. One was a great flood, and the other one was something else. But you remember how in between them there was that one square, kind of like a courtyard.
yeah.
Hmm. The horns.
Coincidentally, so in that in the Masonic temple, there is a single white square that is 3 foot by 3 foot, dead center in the middle of the room.
And is that why you were asking about Jeremiah's scars with that specific measurements, right?
No, it's just I'm very familiar with those scratches.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
Tell him
was.
what you saw Vidge when you were a kid. With his sister and the soldier.
Oh, yeah. I came face to face with a demon.
Oh shit.
Full body apparitional demon. My brother had bought a house, or bought a property and had a house built on it. Later found out that there was Civil War graves, unmarked, sunk in. Now, something right there should have told me this could be a bad idea.
Wow.
But it didn't sink in. Well, my sister had been telling me, occasionally she'll hear like a baby cry, or she'll hear, gunfire or cannon fire. I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking bullshitting me. So, one night, when she was babysitting up there, I sat with her. And while I was there, I can't remember where my brother went, but I'm fairly certain my brother had 4 cats, and each of them would walk by this one bedroom in the house, stand in front of the fucking door, piss in the middle of the floor, and hiss.
And what time do you think that occurred? Near 3 o'clock or after 3 a.m.?
That's not the crazy part. Keep
Oh,
listening.
no. This is the weird part.
Okay. Oh.
This was during the day. This was like after supper-ish.
Oh, what the hell?
So, later that night, my sister was sleeping in that room because, I hadn't noticed that the boys, I got 4 nephews. They don't sleep in that room at all.
Huh.
And, I didn't think nothing of it. So my sister slept in there, and I crashed on the couch. I remember it very clearly. I don't know what woke me up. I swear to God, it was cannon fire at 3:34 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. See, that's why I was asking if it happened like after 3.
No, keep
Oh,
listening.
I'm not ready. I'm not done yet. Well, at the time, I got the shit scared out of me because I looked out the window. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see no fire. I didn't see no fireworks. I was like, what the actual fuck is going on here? Well, I had to piss, so I got up and I went to take a piss. I heard my sister coughing. I didn't think nothing of it at that time because, a cough is a cough. So I went to the bathroom, I pissed, and I come back out, and I heard my sister, gargling my name. I was like, what the actual fuck? And I opened the door, and there's this 6'2" figure standing over my sister with his hands around her throat.
Oh, fuck.
Brother's instinct. What the fuck, over? I'm not lying. As soon as I called him out, he turned around and looked at me dead in the eyes. His eyes were fucking orange. Glowing orange. And then it happened so fast. I blinked. It happened that fast. He bum rushed me, and it felt like I had been punched in the chest by a fucking sledgehammer. And just like that, he was gone, and I looked at my sister, and I'm like, what the actual fuck was that?
Fuck.
Well, me and my sister did some research. On that property, or roundabouts that property, there was a Civil War lieutenant who had a daughter who slept with a slave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he had put her in the attic, had him in the basement, and would, beat the fuck out of him and beat the fuck out of her. After the baby was born, he eventually killed the black guy, starved his daughter to death, and then took her baby, threw it in a closet, shut the door, and let it pretty much starve itself and cry itself to death.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And eventually they killed him, right?
Yeah, the people around that area found out what he had done, and they hanged him for it.
Oh, so that's him. Or maybe they used his soul to create a demon.
No, his soul is the demon.
No. He was a demon. I mean, you have your demons that are named. Those are the ones we know about. Legion, Beelzebub, Azazel, Azuzu, all of them have names. Then you got your lesser demons who have afflicted themselves because, they earned, some kind of title status, in, the lower rankings of hell, where, they're given an embodiment, but they ain't given a name. Because there is, a hierarchy stature in hell. It's weird how it fucking works. It really does.
Is there one for king?
Devil is king.
Oh.
Satan is king.
I don't know.
He is the absolute ruler.
Then there's Lucifer, then Cain.
And then you got Lucifer, Cain, and there was one more. Lucifer, Cain, and I believe Beelzebub.
Oh, I think I might have heard
Cain
that.
is the first killer, the first murderer.
Cain was the first murderer to ever, sin and kill somebody.
What's the significance of yellow eyes?
Demon.
It's demonic. A demonic presence. Yellow, orange, red, black, and soulless.
Yeah.
Those dark... I'm surprised, living out in California, y'all ain't came across those dark-eyed children.
I have.
Well,
I didn't let him in.
Well, what I ended up doing is, Jeremiah, so what I'm gonna tell you is when I was in that closet getting high and drunk and playing PlayStation, there was a night where I stood up and I felt like there was a dark something that was like wrapping itself around me, and I don't know why, but I felt like I was fighting it for like a long time, and then I don't know what happened. I think my mind thought of something, because it kind of like went away, and it happened after like a few days after my cousin passed. I think it happened weeks after because I had like a 9 day of hell, pretty much like nothing but anger and rage because of my cousin's passing. But that happened to me in that closet, and
So let me don't tell you a story about my great uncle
all
and
right.
the notes he left behind that I found a while back about what he was really doing in the military of the 440 for whatever the fuck the American division was. But he said his squad is like 20 people in the squad, like 4. So they would always be sent to suspected paranormal division of the Nazi regime. And he said he's seen things that aren't natural, things that would fucking shrug off 50 caliber rounds, Thompson rounds like they were nothing, things that you couldn't hit, and then soldiers that would not die. He said, and all this in his memoirs, because he can't actually tell anybody because he just kept a memo of it. He said the thing that the military told me my squad died was a lie. He said they were all taken on the missions by these things. He said the first mission he went on.
That was actually the inception of the SCPs.
Basically. But so he said when he fought these things, he was the first time he fought them in the memoirs. It said there was a bunker in the middle of a German forest that they were sent to go take a squad of 5 people. 2 got away because he said he went in there and the German soldiers were already dead. A couple were driven mad. They put them down, and they found these people in there that just weren't quite right around this circle.
There was. I remember hearing stories about this bunker. This bunker.
Yeah, that bunker.
This
those
bunker. They had actually captured Russian soldiers, and they when they said that Hitler would do anything to win the war, they weren't lying. What they did with these Russian soldiers, there were 7 of them. They completely deprived them of sleep.
The sleep experiments.
Yes, the sleep experiments. And they wanted to see, what would happen if they kept them up. Period. Flat out. And what they got... What they got was something beyond explanation. It got to the point where the subjects around the end of week 2 of no sleep, their lips had pretty much tightened around their teeth.
Oh shit.
They also kept them in the dark, so their eyes had blackened. Their hair had fallen off. Their nails had elongated. It was, if there was a way to describe them, and this is probably where the word originated from, was ghoul.
Wait, I saw like a meme of something like that.
There was more than that in the forest, he said. There was
Well,
pentagrams
the ghouls,
things came out of, but when you fired at them.
Ghouls were the tip of the iceberg.
He said he's fought more than ghouls in the memoirs. I read it all, and then he said, "Whoever finds this message, burn it. Don't let it. Just read it and burn it and spread to anyone you can trust." Because the government made us quiet about it. The American government. They sent us the Japanese American division. He said about 50 soldiers were in this group. They sent us in because we were disposable. And B-class personnel, essentially, not what basically with the equivalent of what he said. They were sent in there to fight these things, and if they lived, they lived. They died, they died. Out of the entire 50 of the regiment, 3 survived. 3 survived, and he said they fought things that came out of these symbols, and they didn't do jack shit to those. They literally filled them up full of ammo, and the ammo would just disintegrate in front of him. And so that one, he said he had to put his satchel cards. All he could do was seal it. He said, "I don't know if the seal will hold or not, but if those things ever escape, there's nothing on it that can harm them." And he said there was more things like ghouls, experiments. There were people that were characteristics of different creatures together, chimera, I believe. And
Yeah,
he said
after
that first bunker, his friend killed himself in front of him. He says, "I can't do this anymore." He was the only survivor of that mission. He said, "I just saw 3 of our buddies get dragged by those hell spawns, and I can't go back to help them." And before my uncle could say, "Hey, don't," he pulled the trigger and killed himself. And he was one of only 3 that survived. So I burned it, like he asked.
Glory.
See you later, bro.
See, something I'm actually grateful for, because if it hadn't been, just that opportunity that stopped my grandfather's ship from leaving on time, I probably would have grown up without a grandfather.
Yeah.
He was stationed in Malibu, California. His ship was set to depart just 2.5 hours before Pearl Harbor was attacked.
Damn.
His ship was delayed 1.5 hours because of something. They had a mechanical issue or something. He said something about it, but by the time they actually got there, the Japanese attack had already stopped.
Yeah.
And, he was picking up some of his buddies off the ground. So instead of a basic resupply of Pearl Harbor, it was a cleanup.
Yeah.
And I thank my lucky stars that if the ship hadn't been delayed, that 1.5 hours, he could have been one of the many that died on that.
Yeah. He also said there were Jews among the people that he found that were not quite right. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. The camps they found, and the forest was like a small concentration camp.
Yeah,
the people
you all
weren't
should
quite right.
you all should actually go to YouTube and look at some of the SPCs, because some of them are pretty far-fetched, but some of them are pretty fucking convincingly real.
I know that's what I'm saying. So they were told I believe the SCP Foundation was real, or it still might be, because at the end of the thing it said something similar, not SCP but SEP, secure, eliminate, protect. So it wasn't an SCP because it can't contain these things. They were trying to kill them, which means there was a form of this organization, still might be out there. But I burned the document.
They're still out there. I mean, it was weird. This is an actual testimony from Dan Aykroyd. He was wanting to do a special on UFO sightings, this, that, the other, and said 100% he had the proof of his existence, of their existence.
Yeah.
The day before his show aired, he described 2 men.
Hi. Wake up.
He described 2 men in black tuxedos.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked almost identical.
Yeah.
They gave Dan Aykroyd a specific demand not to do his show.
Damn.
And he didn't do it. I think Kai went narcoleptic on us.
Yeah, like I said, it could have been SCP, but I don't know. It's the beginnings begun in World War II. And he said he wasn't the only squad. It was like a couple thousand in this squad. The survival rate was low, though. Due to the fact back then they were just starting, so they didn't have the equipment or any artifacts to help them out. But
well, that's why it's kind of convenient how the Masonic Brotherhood actually started in Europe.
Yeah.
Back in the 14th, 13th century.
Yeah. Yeah, there was more to Dark. I can't remember at all. That's all. I just remember what I remembered.
Yeah.
But I remember that the day after he actually died, when I was a kid, before I actually found the document, the two guys that were left in his squad shortly after died under mysterious circumstances. One was found dead in his bed.
But going back to the dark-eyed children.
Yes.
I have actually looked all over the place. California is the only place experiencing them.
I know. That's what I've been told too.
It's fucking weird. How is it that they're the only people experiencing it?
I don't know.
I just don't know. I've never seen or heard anything like it before. And it's weird because they all do the same thing. They show up trying to gain entrance, this, that, the other. But nobody has ever opened the door for them.
Yeah.
And not one person has opened the door for them. So it makes me wonder, what would happen if somebody did open the door for them. And from what I can tell, you don't want to open the door for them.
No, you don't. Because that's like a vampire.
The moment
you invite them in.
Because
yeah. You there?
Okay, so I can't mute Kai.
Why? Here, Kai.
He's fucking out.
I muted Kai though, but he's in the same room as me. That's the problem. We were, yeah. Damn. Alright, hold on, I got an idea. This might block out some of the noise, I don't know. Put my head under the fucking covers. I don't know. But anyways, go ahead. Hey, Kai! Kai! Dang it. Because it's in the same room, that's the problem. Can't wake him up. Hey, Kai! 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 Hey, Sugar Teeth! Kai! Is that better? I whipped his headphones out. Yeah. Kind of like trying to imitate a human beings. Yeah. That's when you slam him in the face, yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of food occurrences here. No clue. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Of course. Damn. Oof. Oof. What's that mean? Oh, that's could be fatal. That's a very big overlook on their part. That's kind of shit of them. Okay. What's the gallbladder do anyways? Yeah.